The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John chapter 1, verse 5. That was the verse that popped up on my phone today. It got me thinking as I stared out at the sea and I watched the light reflect off of the murky green water. It reminds me that good things can come from the trials and suffering in life. Jesus' life is purely the greatest example of that, dying on the cross so that we may have eternal life with Him forever in heaven. But when I'm in that place of distress or darkness, I can't help but pray that prayer, God, please just take me out of this. We want Him to walk us from one good experience to another, but then how would we learn or get stronger or get humble or be thankful for what we have or gain perspective? Sometimes I get caught up searching for the why did this have to happen and how will I get myself through this? I shift my eyes off of the gaze of the one who laid everything down for me to the imperfect and flawed person that I am. What if we just allowed the Lord to speak to us? Wouldn't He remind you that He has plans for you, even if you don't? Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, that He values you and looks after you even when you're questioning your own ability and worth. Matthew chapter 6 verse 26, that He empowers you with a faith of the size of a mustard seed and reminds you that nothing will be impossible, even when you doubt how anything can change. Matthew chapter 17 verse 20. It's when we feel the most overwhelmed by our circumstance or loss that the Lord invites us to trust Him, not leaning on our own understanding, but rather by submitting our ways to Him. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 through 6. Will you trust in the same God that highlights the process, creates towering trees that start off as seeds, and brings dead to life in the varying seasons? God's not done with your growth. He's not done with your relationship with Him. He has more to show you and tell you. Can you trust that where you are now is part of the process and not the final destination?